Alright guys, so I want to show you something really special and interesting for me today in this kind of a unconventional spot in the middle of my office room here. But as you can see, I have a genuine original Reebok box from early to mid 90s with a sneaker that I really like, always loved, and I was just lucky enough recently to obtain. One amazing person that I consider my friend now. We kind of knew each other from Nike Talk forums. He's great. He has one of the most amazing stories about getting all kinds of, like, hundreds of pairs of vintage sneakers. And if any of you is interested, you can go to Nike Talk and find Primo. He's well known, especially if you're reading the vintage Nike threads. But anyway, long story short, he had those Reeboks up for sale. I hit him up, got to talk to him, got a great price for me and for him as well, and I was able to get him. I always wanted to grab a pair of these, but I could never find a decent pair that is in a great shape and quality, that it's not destroyed. So without further ado, let me show you what it is. They're coming all the way from '94, and this is the second to the last edition of the Vertical series. This is the Pump Vertical 4, although it's not marked on the label. You guys gonna see it. And another plus, this is the high version. So most of those sneakers back in the day were mids. Very limited were the highs. Most of the NBA players actually played in the highs, but personally myself, I never seen them in the store growing up. So that's what I think they were a little bit more limited. One thing to know about the mids versus the high version: the high version has the full foot pump chamber, which means all around your foot is the pump chamber, not only the tongue like the mids, but around your Achilles, around your foot. The whole thing is surrounded by the pump chamber. And I actually have my Vertical 3 right here next to me, so I can show you the box right next to it. And this is how the Vertical 3 looks. Only the midfoot section is the pump. And back to the 4 high. Actually, let me leave that box here and kind of do side by side with the 3. So let me open it. The only thing that was missing from the box was definitely the paper. This is the paper I added. Almost forgot. The colorway is the white, black, and maroon. And I think this maroon colorway it's great. It goes awesome with this shoe. Let me pull them out of the box and show you. So a lot of my friends back in the day, that was my senior year in high school actually, had the mid version of the Vertical 4, which is this one. Again, my story is one of those that I didn't have the money to buy them. There was no way my parents were going to drop this kind of money for sneakers, and of course I could never have them. I just hold them in my hands whenever I go to one of my friends' houses, and enjoy them this way. But without further ado, let me show you the actual sneaker. The whole upper of this Vertical 4 high is a thick, full grain leather. I mean, this is leather like leather's supposed to be, and like leather I used to look. And I wish that all the sneakers today were still made in this similar way, with the same quality of leather that those came out with. Just, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but whenever you touch it, it's like it's butter smooth. It's so nice. Even 20 years later, this is what quality leather means. The whole upper, toe box, sides, everything is thick, full grain leather. Actually, if the camera picks it up, you can see the grains coming out of the leather right here. That was one of the signs back in the day that you got some good leather right there. Reebok on the back with above the rim pull tab. So the difference in height between the mids and the highs, it's about an inch back in the day. Today's measurement's a little bit different, so I can't really say, but as you can see, still factory laced. This is how the factory lacing was back in the day, with the tags, Instapump, and the rest of the Reebok technologies, which I showed you before. Nice sized vector logo on the sides, and one thing that I really liked on these is the outsole with the giant vector logo, and of course top-loaded hexalite, which was a new thing back in the day for these, and provided more comfort, more cushioning, and definitely better impact protection, and I absolutely love that. One little negative about these is, though, the midsole is kind of more dense than the previous models, and it took a very long time to actually break them. I remember my friends complaining how hard they are until they wear them for a couple of months. But it's amazing that 20 years later, this pair has no sole separation. I mean, I'm pushing as hard as I can on the side here, and there's just literally no sole separation at all. I mean, on both shoes, no yellowing, no sole separation. I guess either those were made just in a great quality, or they were kept in a very good condition, because just there's really no problem whatsoever. Even the plastic lace sort of loops right here, there's a plastic support. It's not crumbled, it's not super stiff, it's not broken or anything like that. And of course, the full foot chamber and the pump is just amazing. When you put your feet inside, it's just a hug, a huge hug around your foot. As you can see down there, above the rim logo with Reebok, of course, above the rim logo right here, signature on the toe box, just like on my threes. Let me bring them up. As you can see, they kind of share similar cues with those signature holes right here for the vertical, and they're above the rim right here on the first lace loop. A little bit of different toe boxes, and as you can see, the height, if I can put them right next to each other, let me see if I can hold them like this. So maybe it's a little less than an inch, or yeah, maybe yeah, a little less than an inch is the height difference, but it's nothing too significant or nothing too huge that makes them real high. But yeah, this is my threes, as you guys know, predominantly Nubuck upper, which Nubuck actually tends to age worst, and it's absolutely mind-blowing, amazing that this pair has not aged or has not crumbled, or the Nubuck is still fresh and just like came from the store. I've been wearing them around the house all the time. As you can see, actually, right now I have the other pair on my feet to kind of keep the glue bonded with the upper and keep them in the perfect condition. But enough with these. Let me put them to the side and back to the new ones. Absolutely amazing. As you can see, the pump on both functions absolutely great. And it's just like I said, it's like a hug for your feet. Amazing support. These are made for real basketball players, for hardcore ballers back in the day that need a lot of support around their foot. And absolutely, I mean, they were made in so many colors for so many different teams and college teams. The vertical line was probably one of the most popular among the above the rim lines back in the day. One thing to notice is the pump. It's a bit different now compared to the old ones. It's not rubber, it's just this fabric, and the rubber is underneath, and of course it's Instapump. So yeah, I mean, amazing quality. Amazing that the shoes like that are 20 years old have no yellowing, no sole separation, no crumbling, no destruction. I mean, I'm pushing the midsole, and as you can see, the midsole is still pretty soft, despite the density that this midsole always had. It's pretty soft, it's pretty responsive. The hexalite is just still there, no problems with it whatsoever. Absolutely great pair, and I wish that companies still make shoes like that with quality like that. Many of you know, a lot of models that are far newer than these have already crumbled and have problems. But one thing to note, the sort of a ton, it's held by that elastic fabric, like the 3s and the 2s. Unfortunately, I don't have the 2s and the 1s. They're very hard to find in a good condition because they're older and materials used are a little bit different. But if I ever find a perfect condition 1s or 2s, I'm going to definitely buy them, because these are my favorite series in all basketball shoes ever. Again, intact above the rim logo right there, and this is the tag on the ton, made in China, 8.5, my size. Like I said, newer retros are always half size down for me for the most part, but the original ones are always 8.5. They fit me perfectly well in 8.5. And this maroon and white, I think it's amazing. I always like maroon colorways. If I ever find the mid version of this 4s, or even the 5s, if any of those, if I ever find them in this condition, I will definitely buy them. No questions asked. But this is just an amazing pair, and I'm super excited to have them and add them to my collection, along with these, the 4s and my other 4s. I actually have 2 pairs of these, so super lucky about that. Amazing comfort. These are just super comfortable. It's probably one of the most comfortable shoes I own, even though they're 20 plus years old. It's just the responsiveness of this hexalite and this soft EVA. It's amazing. Everything about these shoes speaks quality. So that's pretty much it, guys. Enough for me rambling, and without further ado, that's the final shot of both and my feet with the other ones. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much. Kind of a long video, but I'm super excited whenever I get pairs like that. So thank you for your support. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to collectivekicks.com for more sneaker news, reviews, and history articles. And until next time, guys, you have a wonderful day.